Hello everyone, I'm Anna from Spurs XY. Thank you so much for having me. It's great to be here, and congrats to Newcastle on securing promotion back to the Premier League. Hopefully you have a great season, apart from 2 games, one of them which is going to be on the opening day of season. And without further ado, let's get into the opposition preview. Needless to say, we don't have good memories from our last trip to Newcastle. However, I'm pretty sure that last season's performances help exercise those demons. So how has our pre-season been? Well, it's had its ups and downs. We went to the USA for a pre-season tour. We beat PSG, but then we lost against Roma and against Manchester City. And then we had a last pre-season friendly against Juventus. This was at Wembley, and we beat them, which was quite good. However, I'm pretty sure they weren't 100% fit and they're like a week behind in their pre-season. However, it brought a lot of confidence into the team because we beat them at Wembley and it's right before the season starts, so we're in good spirits right now. The biggest issue for Spurs fans has been our lack of activity in the transfer window. Having sold Kyle Walker for a decent amount of money, we expected to have someone come in pretty much immediately to replace him. Now that did not happen. And in addition to that, Kieran Trippier got injured in our match against Juventus, so we're pretty thin on the right back front, and our chairman Daniel Levy is getting a lot of heat right now. So what sort of team are we going to put out? Lamela and Rose have been out for a while and they're not going to come back anytime soon by the looks of it, so we can't count on them. Son has been training with the team, so he might make the bench, but he's far away from starting. And Wanyama has been out. I think he missed like the last 3 games now, so hopefully he'll be back soon, but I think he's doubtful. I mentioned Trippier earlier, he's probably not going to start. And we also have Nkudu, who's ill as well. Granted, this means the majority of the players who played so well last season are available to start. However, we will have issues at right back and our bench will be rather thin and weak. Now, I can expect Eric Dier to move into the right back position. However, there are 2 options here Poch needs to consider, and he'll work it out whichever works best for him. We'll either play at the 3 at the back formation, so we'll have Dier, Alderweireld and Vertonghen as the 3 at the back, or we can go to a flat back 4 with Dier, Alderweireld, Vertonghen and then Davies on the left side. So that's a decision Poch has to make. I'm not quite sure which one he's going to go with as of yet. Now technically, if we look at it, we'd pretty much put out the same sort of squad. So it would be the same starting 11 with Lloris in goal, the 3 I mentioned with Davies on the left, and then probably Sissoko on the right. If we played 3 at the back, he'd be a right wing back. If we played 4 at the back, then he'd just be ahead of Dier. Dembele and Winks would be in holding midfield position, and Eriksen, Dele and Kane would be up front. So it's interesting to see if he's going to go with the 4 or more preferred 3 at the back. We'll see. So how do I see this game going? Well, we have goals in the team, that's for sure, and we look pretty sharp at Wembley against Juventus. I've been going on about that for a while now. However, it will be pretty much impossible for us to replicate the sort of form we had at White Hart Lane last season, which was unbeaten record. So it will be even more important for us to pick up points on the road. I think there are 2 things we need to focus on at St James's Park. One will be to silence the crowd and to control the midfield. If we can get that done and maybe nick the early goal, then we could start the season with a win. However, I'm not going to say that it's going to be so easy, and I'm a bit worried about our right hand side defensively, that's for sure. So I'm pretty sure it's going to be a tough game, but I'm going to edge it a little bit towards a Spurs victory, but I don't think we're going to keep a clean sheet this time. That's pretty much it for this video. If you enjoyed, then please give it a thumbs up. If you would like to see more Spurs related content from me, then head over to my channel. Make sure to subscribe to Newcastle Fans TV, and hopefully I will see you in the future. And come on, you Spurs!